claim that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners.
Right now I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine and of Tim Carrions. He's the CEO of the Drive organization and also the president of Too Cool TV. Please give a warm welcome to Mike Delgado.
Hey everybody, how you doing, man? I'm very, very glad to be here. Very honored to be here. Matter of fact, live right around the corner. Grew up right down the street. And Martin Luther King was reading about him a little bit last night. I know a little bit about him, but I always like to learn more about great men, you know. And I'm at that point now, I think we all are in our life, where we know that society, we have the first African-American president of all time. And to me, wonderful, very happy. In society, got a little bit better in some areas, but there's a lot of violence out there. You know, God bless the little girl and her family. And Lord knows that's a tragedy and a travesty. Okay, but also what I want to talk about today too was I was reading with Dr. King, and it's funny because we have this organization called Drive, and we're talking about moving forward and moving ahead and making progress. And there was, I'm going to paraphrase this quote I read from Dr. King last night. I don't have it verbatim, my memory ain't as good as it used to be. I'm 42 now, so. But anyway, here it goes. Dr. King said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. Or keep moving. That's right. Wow. And I'll tell you, man, to be honest with you, that blew me away. That blew me away. Because I know a lot of people out there only know one way to move forward. And that's what I'm going to do from here on out. And with Drive, we're going to do a lot of good things. And the main focus of Drive, you know, we had organizations in the past, and it has a Hispanic name, or it has an African-American name. You know, I'm mixed myself. So to me, I said, I want an organization that could just be anybody. And Tim was very adamant about that. He been working with the African-American community real strong. Got me involved now. And I really thank him for that, because I know us together, man, it's awesome what we can do. And with everybody else. You know, with everybody else, I got my nephews, and I said, man, they're half black, half Mexican. I said, man, we got some good boxers right there. Good things coming in life. And a lot of big things coming. And I don't know about you guys, but man, I'm excited to be here talking about it. Man, I mean, just for me to be talking about Dr. Martin Luther King is incredible. Because the things that man done, they say you really know your value when you're gone. In every major city in America, I don't care whether it's Philadelphia, Houston, New York, LA, Miami, anywhere you go, you see that man's name on the marquee somewhere. You see his name on the street, on a hospital, on schools. And besides him and besides Kennedy, you got to look way back in history to see George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. But the last how many years, I only really see him and Kennedy. So that really says a lot right there. It tells you, it says like an artist, when he passes away, all of a sudden his paintings go up. And Dr. Martin Luther King left us at 39 years old. And I'm 42, I'm like, man, 39 years old, what was I doing? I know I wasn't marching. I didn't even like jogging. But the bottom line is, wow, we always say, well, what if we could have had him longer? And that would have been great. But him and God, they know what's going on. He left at a time, but he left a legacy that will never be erased. Never be erased. Okay, and with that, you know, I ain't nobody's poet. You know, I ain't Longfellow, I ain't Shakespeare, I'm nobody's poet. But Tim asked me, he said, hey, spoken word. I said, man, spoken word, is that rapping? You know, I ain't no rapper. I ain't even no DJ. But I said, you know what? I'm the type of dude, I'll give it a try. If I do good, great. If I look funny, hey, you guys got to laugh, great. But the bottom line is the message I'm trying to convey to me was important, and a lot of it came from Dr. King.
All right.
Are you gonna read it?
Lisa loves me so much, that I'm gonna save you. Embarrass yourself. Don't sit down. So I said, you know what, Lisa? Hey, I'm an emperor's new clothes. I'm a fool. All right, so like I said, my memory is the greatest. And I just want to say real quick, Commissioner Tom Williams, he's everybody's favorite Republican. He's a good man. I appreciate him very much. I really do. Okay, so right here I go. Like Dr. King, I had a dream. I couldn't sleep too long. If I had to stand alone, I'd still be strong. Men are all equal with God's creation, not according to all the man-made laws of the different nations. How long will it be? How many people must die? There's only one answer to the question why. You sit around and wait for your wish to be granted, but the next thing you know, you're being buried and planted. Dead dreams are bought and sold. Be a daydream believer until you get old. If you buy dead dreams, I got plenty to sell. Dying must be heaven, because living at times could be hell. Excuse my language, people. Peaceful protesters picket, loud and proud. Assassins move in silence, anonymous amongst the crowd. A powerful voice will guide the herd. They march and heed his every word. No hype necessary, no gimmicks needed. Righteousness rules. Truth be told, they won't be unseated. Ask Rosa Parks about that. Refuse to lose, nor be defeated. Marathon march, feet don't fail me now. Our quest will be completed some way, somehow. The end of the journey still seems a long way away, till MLK Day shows us the ground that was covered, the price to pay. Oh, rise, wake up and live. Give all that you have to give. Times continue to chase the color of society rearranged. Colorblind to truly see the world through the eyes of a black and white TV. Come one, come all. We're all of equal worth. All people created equal on both heaven and earth. Thank you.
Wow, that was powerful, Mike. Thank you. Switch it up a little bit here. Pull somebody's card. A good friend of mine goes by the name of John Bazzari, also known as Grizzly. Has a degree in English. I'd like to have him share a few words here. Put your hands together for him, please.
1 second, whoever made the gingerbread cookies,
Get some of them for me.
now if you haven't had one, please get some. Wow. So, I've never been in a room with a councilman, a doctor. We got is he a priest, minister, something like that? I've never been in a room with people like that. Just give me a second, I got ADHD, so let me gather what I was going to do, and we'll get into it. Well, the reason we're all here is for Martin Luther King. It's because of Martin Luther King that we're all in this room together the way that we are. Let's take a minute and think about that. I was the man 60 years ago. I put black people in chains, did a lot of other horrible things in life. But it wasn't me that did it. It's people before me. People who ain't here no more. Life got to go on. Like our good doctor said, you're a doctor. Whether you take care of people doesn't matter. You're a doctor. What she tried to say is that you have to keep moving forward with it through the message that he made. Whether you walk, crawl, whatever the case may be, you got to keep going forward, right? So, why hate a person for the color of their skin? Why say that a man is inferior to you because he doesn't look like you. He might do something better than you. You might do something better than him. But we're all made in God's image, right? That's what the book says. I don't even go to church. I'm scared to go to church. I did a lot of things in life that are going to make me possibly not enjoy the paradise that we're all promised, right? I've been to jail. I've had nothing. I've had it all. My father's got a lot of money. I was born and bred in Lorraine. I don't look down on anybody. I don't think anybody else should. It's not fair. It's not right. Right? How many people out there every day just, for some reason or another, somebody gives you that look, oh, I'm better than you. You ain't as good as me. Whatever the case may be, race, money, where you live, what you do, what you say. What makes you any better? That's the question I ask. Because at the end of the day, we're all created in God's image. Right? So that was just my little idea, but I did write something that I'm prepared to give to you guys. It's an inspiring person. Dr. Martin Luther King was a very inspiring person. And my idea of what Dr. King represented was one word. Anybody know what that word is?
Unity.
No.
Equality.
No.
Freedom.
You're overthinking it. Hope.
Nice.
Go ahead.
What's the first word in what he said? I have a dream. What's hope and a dream? The same thing. What can make hope and a dream real? By making it a reality. How you make something a reality if you have an idea? Like, I'm a rapper. I didn't come here for the music. I'm not going to promote nothing. A lot of people in here, I don't even want you to hear what I rap about. Because rap is not a positive image for what I want my children to believe in. It's entertainment. It's the way it should stay. It's like making a movie. Arnold don't run around with machine guns in the trunk and shoot everybody for pissing them off at the Dunkin' Donuts. In the movies he does. Looked good, sounded great. It's not life. Life is about love, hope. Life is about tomorrow. When we're all dead and gone, our children are still going to be here fighting in this world. And they're going to fight hard. 50 years ago it was hard. It didn't get better, it got worse. It got harder. The world is getting harder and colder. Our children need to learn love and fighting and strength, not hate and anger. I got enough of that for everybody in this room. And that's what we need to teach our children. Hope. So let me get on to what I was writing, man, because I could be up here all day. I love talking. I'm a long-winded person. It's actually in two parts. First part, I'm going to do what I do love, and I'm going to give it to you in a poetic form. The name of this is called Colors. The world is black and white, but not cut and dry. Every one of us is a twinkle in someone's eye. But a strong need for green pits black on white, white on black, causing shades of gray. Still waters run deep and stagnate with hate. We're all brothers in God's eyes, and that's crystal clear. Hate fueled by fear, wisdom and reasoning escaping our ears. We must learn to love. Too many hard lessons learned in blood. It's easy to dream. It's hard to face reality. We are equal. No one's excluded. No excuses, no technicalities. Dr. King had a dream every man should fight for. Pieces of path together. Let's pave the road. Long gone are the days of slaves getting sold. We must not fight for twisted beliefs of long-lost forefathers. We must dream of a colorless future for our sons and daughters. That's basically it for the poetry part of it. But I did have something I sat down and took the time to write, and I hope you guys can relate to it. I come from a household where racism was accepted. My father is a racist. My father doesn't like people because of the color of their skin. I left my house as soon as I could. because I didn't like that way of thinking. I had a black girlfriend who wouldn't let me come home with her. I was 14 years old. I'm 33 now. So even back then I seen that it was wrong, and I choose to make actions that I didn't have to deal with that in my life. I was always shown ignorance and bad judgment, had no color. Knowledge, intelligence, wisdom are tools that one must master how to use in life. Some of us become workers, others become warnings. There are many atrocities and tragic acts that mankind has perpetrated upon one another in history. The most obscene, vile, and disgusting of them being slavery, racism. What gives any man the right to feel superior over another man? How am I in any way better how am I in any way better than you if we were all created in God's image? To be juvenile, what if we were bears or fish? Would you hate me because of the color of my fur? Would you not like the color of my wings? Obviously not. You'd be concerned with real life issues, survival, procreation, sustenance. This is what matters. Not what color my skin is. Not where I lay my head, not what kind of food I eat or music I listen to. It doesn't matter. God separated us from the animal kingdom because he gave us that gift that only mankind possesses, and it's called enlightenment, understanding, cognitive thought. We know the difference between right and wrong. An animal doesn't. A dog only knows the basics, survival, I need to eat. He doesn't hate me because of what you look like. He doesn't care. Why should you? Black, white, brown, any color considered, all comes with gifts that have responsibilities. The responsibility isn't to hate, it's to love one another, to teach, to help, to care. There's too much of the other things going on, too many people getting killed, too many drugs being sold, too many, wrong people being put in office, whatever the problems of the world. I got too many of my own to name them. But it's all losing the basic sight of what's important in life. They beat Christ in the streets because of what he believed in. They crucified him, and he loved them anyway. He kissed them on the cheek when they nailed him on the cross. Martin Luther King, same thing. Let's love one another. Let's get along. What do? They shot him dead. Every person that had that message that he had, most of them met an unwilling and unwanted end in life. But does that mean we give up? Does that mean we let them win? No, because it's hope. We hope. You know what? They didn't learn today. They might not learn tomorrow. They might not learn for 20 years in prison. They might kill somebody, go to prison, and maybe 40 years later, while they're sitting there about to check out themselves, maybe then they'll realize it was wrong. Maybe they won't. We don't know. We won't be here to see that answer. But it's hope. Like the doctor said, he's the only man that has a national federal protected holiday. And the reason why is because he's the only one in history, to this day, in my opinion, that had the right message. He had a message we all need to listen to. Whether you read the Bible, any of that. It's hope. Let's hope for something better. I'm tired of burying friends. I'm tired of going to jail. I'm tired of seeing the things that I see around me. I'm tired of seeing the injustice. And it's all because of one color. And it ain't the color you guys think it is. It's this one. That's all that matters. And that's sick. And that's called the absence of hope. That goes against everything we believe in. And I'm wrapping it up. So my basic point comes down to this. We're all still in chains now, together. We're in chains for the things that our forefathers did. And the only way that we're going to move on is to forgive and forget and have hope.
I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine. His name's Tony Brown, but we know him as Mo Beats. He's going to perform a little song for you. So please show some love for my brother Mo.
How y'all doing? I know. All right. I know we on this one.
Kind of
No,
turn that off. Just go for it, brother. You loud enough.
No, I don't need on the time limit. Just use more wind. I want to, before you play the song, I just want to say, Martin Luther King, very, very big influence on all our lives. My mother was born on Martin Luther King's birthday, January 15th. My stepmother birthday was April 4th. They died. So
That's my birthday.
that's is it? It's your birthday?
That's mine.
That's your birthday? Yeah. But yeah, my man went up there earlier and said that music is entertainment and it's not right for the kids, but you know, he's right about that. But I feel like, you know, music, I have kids myself, and I make music, and my music, I try to, you know, my kids know every song, so I try to make stuff where they sing it back and, you know, don't be too harsh in lyrics. And this song right here is about just that. It's called They Must Not Be Listening. It's a song, I was going to say a little more, but I know we on the schedule. I want to get the song out there. We ain't heard no music in a while. No, Everybody recognize me. Boy, they must not be listening.
You want to wake the world up, and I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. Well, they must not be listening. I'ma be the one to wake the world up, and I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. Well, they must not be listening. I'ma be the one to wake the world up, and I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. They must not be listening. I'm just trying to decide and be my own pathfinder. I can be quiet, I'm trying to laugh louder. I'm climbing this mountain to watch my cash pile up. This road make you cry, music is my pacifier. Can't love what you never had, you have to try it. And me and this beat go way back like a bronze liner. I'm shot at the world, they trying to keep us quiet. Hopefully I rest in peace, but until then I ain't never tired. I truly believe you put me here for a reason. Be there for my seeds, provide water and feed you. All you need to know is yourself and so you believe in. Crooked laws will ruin pledge of allegiance. I know you see it, open your eyes. Your brain ain't empty, I'm sure you let me open your mind. Every story them niggas tell is a lie. And I wasn't manufactured, man, more was here by design. I'ma be the one to wake the world up, and I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. Well, they must not be listening. I'ma be the one to wake the world up, and I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. Well, they must not be listening. They must not be listening. You'll need a lot of sense to know that I don't know what the system means. More your music's genuine, I did it get in your jeans. I say it all the time, I don't own diamonds, my family jewelry is glistening. I live and breathe it, I put my life in my music. Still here, Lolly White, I continue to do it. All I need is a microphone and computer to speak about all this mind control and confusion, and they wonder why they lose it. Take what they hand, that's how they do it. They all little rats, kinda remind me of Stewart. The real niggas say I'm one of the best at what I do, I'm a lyrical connoisseur. Every track in my library is moving. I got a dangerous mind and I ain't afraid to use it. Thank God, Jesus, hallelujah. When I wake up every morning, I have a hell of a view, and I'ma change that. I'ma be the one to wake the world up, yeah, I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. Well, they must not be listening. I'ma be the one to wake the world up, and I'ma stay true to what I believe. Somebody told me music won't last forever. Well, they must not be listening. This song is like what? John A was that, 87, 88? Music will never die. We just continue to grow and put the message out there, whatever. Some people come up here and spoke their message. I just come up here and use a musical form with a beat behind it, still saying the same thing. Well, they must not be listening.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that good word. We're running down. Next speaker, man of the community, Robert J. Moore. Please step forward.
Thanks, everybody. It's an honor to be here. Before I get started on my quick poem, I just want to shout out the International Writers Association, our president, Dr. T. Ryan Sagart. I'm the vice president. We try to do a lot in the community with writers and anybody that has any aspirations. We have musicians in our group, we have playwrights, we have screenwriters, we have authors. So if there's anything that you're trying to achieve or accomplish, come see us. We got information for you. We also do a weekly podcast where we interview writers and people from all over the world. You can check it out on our Facebook page, on Twitter, on my website, morewriting.com. I also have a book called Listen to My Kaleidoscope. It's 20 short stories about life, dealing with life, people that were inspiration to me. At first I was going to write a book about people who tried to do me wrong when I was going through something, and God came to me and said, instead of worrying about people that tried to do you wrong, think about all the people that did right by you and write something about them. There's people from all over the world, from Australia and Japan, are dear friends of mine, people that I consider brothers and sisters. There's a story about Damus Crawford, who is my brother, who was taken too early from us. There's a story about him, and it's just all about life. So go to morewriting.com and check for that. And the poem that I wrote is called Division. Evil sat on his throne of bones and smiled thinking of victories. He thought of how his recruits misguided mankind so easily. He turned brother on brother, cousin on cousins, until family was killing family by the handful, by the dozens. Fear and doubt worked together to give brave men rigor mortis. Society had become a broken bone with no one to support us. But evil realized the heart of man was good and more work needed to be done. He needed religions to fight to be the chosen one.
Nice.
And all races to kill one another in the name of fun. And for old souls despite their own young. So he sent a new recruit to see a man with mahogany skin sitting on a beach. He sat next to him with a tearful eye and he began to preach. Oh, how do you stand it? How do you do it? When the majority invented slavery and put your people through it? How do you circumnavigate a system designed to seal your fate? How do you stand it, dealing with that magnitude of hate? And the man replied, history and slavery for sure made me hesitant. And as far as the system, I thought I'd always be a second-class resident. But now I see an Asian UN leader, a Hispanic billionaire, and a black president. The path set by Jackie, Mountain, and Martin was sure heaven sent. So the new recruit was defeated, but he had a new target in sight, a blonde woman with blue eyes having lunch. He joined her at first bite. Oh, how do you do it, may I ask if I may? That they speak so freely, the words you cannot say. Other cultures get full months, while whites only get days. They get scholarships and programs, surely an easier way. You are the business owner, yet the employees get the same pay. And the woman replied, I know from the outside it may seem like that, but February is for all to participate, not just blacks. And aren't we all Irish when it's time for St. Pat's? And when Cinco de Mayo comes, are we not all wearing sombrero hats? Whites do need successful minorities more than my Father's Day, so I support scholarships and programs for a better way. More affluent blacks are more customers sent my way. And the new recruit was defeated again, and he let out a screeching hiss. Then he saw something that seemed amiss. He saw the mahogany man and the blonde together in absolute bliss, embracing one another in a long, passionate kiss. Do you think this is a joke? Do you think it's real? Your heart isn't the only thing he'll steal. How can you sleep next to her, knowing she could serial kill? Skunks, they stink. How will your kids feel? You can't get the best of me without knowing my name, and that's real. The woman smiled and replied, you are evil's new recruit, Division. We know your name. Your attempt to break us brought us together. We know that makes you insane. No matter the race, class, or religion, we are all God's kids. Tell your master, we will always belong to God, and we will never be his. And before you go, there is more to black and white, like Indians and Latinas. See, my husband was born in New Delhi, and I was born in Argentina. Thank you.
We got some talented people in this city. All right, we're nearing the end here. I'm going to invite one of my close friends, brother I've known for a few years, Adrian West, also known as Doc. Put your hands together.
I'd like to thank everybody that gave me the opportunity to come up. I'd like to thank everybody that gave me the opportunity to possibly speak to you lovely people. I'm going to recite a poem that I've been working on for a few years. It's slightly dark with a little twist at the end. Hopefully you'll get it. It goes something like this. Yeah, I had dreams and ambitions. I'm about to bust from the scenes, hoping that this winding road might lead to some cream. See, nowadays, things ain't never always what it seems. See, either you ice with a jumper or a scale in the beam. We searching for teams, we all chase this American dream. Finding out this vision we chasing, just a pot with some steam. So what does it mean? Grab the Pyrex and risk doing 15 for half the dough and all the time? I find myself downstream. Who am I to rock the boat? We grounded in nothing with ropes around our throats. The illest quotes on platforms that shake you, walking the tightest ropes. I hear whispers of soldiers before me. Who knew the corner spoke? They legends at the top, but they run. Victims of overdose. And some smoke, live their life in the clouds like Earl Manigault. And closets where these cats be found, smoking like train smoke. I'm wishing they can find them some help. Was strong, but now they broke. Narcotics got a hold of their mind, poisoned by what they know, life.
The dream we chase is a pot full of stems. So hip hop quotable today, y'all. Smoking like Manigault. All right, one of our brothers who slid in towards the end, we want to give him a couple minutes to speak. He is the leader of You Can Soar. Give it up for Brother Cedric Brown.
I don't have much to say. That's a joke. I know we pressed for time. That's a joke.
Thank you for the opportunity. I greatly appreciate it. The title of the poem is called The Shoulders We Stand On.
All right.
Okay. Bullets flying, young people dying, concerned people sighing, guilty parties denying. From drugs, brain cells are frying. Servants of God of trying. People going to prison, leaving loved ones crying. Relationships and marriages sinking like the Titanic because of deception and lying. The shoulders we stand on will not approve of this. Women and children are being neglected. Our elders are disrespected. Communities feeling unprotected. Teenage pregnancy is expected. Minds that were born to be great are infected. The shoulders we stand on will not approve of this. Brilliant minds rejecting education, being weak instead of strong, and choosing incarceration. Leading our women and children to desperation. Men, we're supposed to be a positive demonstration.
Right.
Not doing our part leads to a terrible stagnation.
All right.
The shoulders we stand on will not approve of this. Parents refusing to raise their seeds. Young folks with a decreased desire to read. Men and women not fulfilling their marital need. People all over falling victim to greed. The shoulders we stand on will not approve of this. Women giving themselves because of low self-esteem, giving in and giving up on their childhood dreams. Seeking men who act like boys, unequipped with a plan. Foundations far from stable. In fact, they're made of sand. The shoulders we stand on will not approve of this. Spiritually bankrupt with no understanding of our God above. This is the life of those who lack self-respect and self-love. Blaming the world for what has gone wrong. The time is now to look forward and be strong. The shoulders we stand on will not approve of this. Who are you? Do you have a clue, or will any identity simply do? We have to dig within ourselves like a pirate looking for gold. It's going to take some strength. Oh yeah, we're going to have to be bold. Once you take the journey, watch what unfolds. Becoming one with the real you inside shall be your ultimate goal. And whatever you do, never forget, God is in control. The shoulders we stand on want us to be our best. Pretending to be something that we're not is a waste. Our defects and flaws are something we must face. Any unproductive habits we must quickly erase. This helps get our spirit to its rightful place. Thank you for listening. I rest my case.